The new Dragon Ball Superhero official movie trailer came out about 2 weeks ago now, and I'm going to be honest with you. When I first heard about a new Dragon Ball movie coming out in 2022, I got pretty excited. Especially after watching the Dragon Ball Super movie Broly back in 2018. One of their best movies to date. Best looking for sure. The last Dragon Ball Super movie, Broly, looked absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. It really brought back nostalgia. The way the way the characters moved, the color of Goku's gi, that very, very light orange. I don't know, it just really looked crisp. It looked clean. It looked old school but new at the same time. There was a few minor issues with that movie for me. One being Bardock's backstory. Did not like that compared to his original Bardock movie backstory. That seemed superior to me, but I can look past it because everything else was pretty fantastic. There was one other thing from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie that I did not like, and the fact that they incorporated CGI into some of the action. When the shit got crazy, when Broly went super duper legendary duper green Saiyan, shit got very 3D video game-esque. Reminded me of Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3 graphics, and it was not good. But I was able to look past that because most of the movie looked gorgeous, and the one other thing I would say I didn't like is the fact that they didn't incorporate characters like Gohan and Tien, Piccolo, Master Roshi. They did have Piccolo there for a hot minute, helping out with the fusion dance like he does. But it did feel very centered just around Goku, Vegeta, and Broly, which I could look past because I'd prefer a smaller cast and a better story than a cast full of all the characters, but none of them actually getting any proper screen time. So I guess it's best to just dwindle it down to the characters that matter for the story, and for the last, since Buu Saga, really the only characters that have mattered are Goku and Vegeta, sometimes Gohan, but that's about it. And they decided to double down on that. But this is not about the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, which I really enjoyed. And it really got me excited about what was next for the movies in the Dragon Ball franchise. I was even an advocate for not bringing back the Dragon Ball Super anime and only telling the story through movie form. And I think that would have been the best possible way to go forward with our Dragon Ball, especially if they were going to do it in the same art style that Dragon Ball Super Broly was in the majority of that movie. But instead, for Dragon Ball Superhero, they decided to double down on the CGI animation, and I've watched the trailer about 10 times now, and in some images, when the characters aren't moving, it looks okay. But when the characters are moving, it looks like Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, the video game. And that is just disappointing. Because if you haven't played Dragon Ball FighterZ, that game looked drop dead gorgeous. If you want to make it CG, quote unquote, if you want to make it less expensive, I guess, for them to do hand-drawn animation, I'm guessing is why they're doing this. They want to save money on artists. I'm not sure why they're doing this. Do they feel like kids these days only like computer-generated animation? Is this Pixar's fault? Are they trying to become the Pixar of anime movies? I don't know. There are some spots in this that look good. Pan powering up, that looks pretty good. If it kind of consistently looked like that, I guess it would be okay. I'm trying to accept this trailer for what it is, maybe since it's so early on. Some of the really terrible looking shots are going to be fixed between now and the release date of this movie. I want to talk about some of the things I'm really excited about that came out of this trailer. One, Red Ribbon Army are going to be involved in this in some way, shape, or form. There was a shot of the Red Ribbon logo. Piccolo was a big part of this trailer, and that's exciting. Piccolo is one of, if not my favorite characters in the entire Dragon Ball franchise. Goes Tien and Piccolo. Those are my top two, and I'm sticking with them. But if you are a Piccolo fan or a Tien fan, you know that since the Cell Saga, you will not see them do a whole lot. Unless they're getting their ass whipped by the main villain so that Goku or Vegeta or Gohan can show up to save the effing day. Piccolo and Tien just don't get that type of spotlight any longer. And it's depressing, sad, and I wish they would fix that. They don't have to, but I wish they would, and this looks like a great step in that direction. Piccolo is a big part of this trailer. It looks like they're going to show some of where he lives. They're going to show maybe some more of what he does now day to day outside of fighting. I like that they gave Piccolo the yellow instead of the pink on his arms. If you look closely in one of the shots, he's got his more of his manga color scheme, which I prefer. It's either that or I believe Kami had the same color scheme with the yellow little orbs on the arms instead of the pink orbs on the arms. I know it's like a manga anime thing. One has one and one has the other. But I like to think that the older the Namekians get, that their little pink orbs become yellow. And Piccolo is getting older. I know he's not too much older than Gohan, but they could be saying that, hey, you hit this age and now your little orbs are changing. Or they decided to color this movie in manga colors, which gets me excited. I am just really frustrated with the CGI animation. They decided to double down and do plenty of it in this. The whole movie is CGI. Another thing I'm excited about is the fact that Pan is older. Pan is a young little girl. Like, she looks about the same age she was when she fought in the tournament at the end of Z. Maybe a little bit older. So this could be, it has to be, unless they're rewriting the end of Dragon Ball Z, which I could see them doing because they've already done so much that contradicts it. This is going beyond that point. It's very interesting as well if you're a Dragon Ball Super manga reader, because they aren't at this point. Pan, at least from what they've shown her, I mean, they don't show her a whole lot, so but she's not that old yet. She's still a baby. They're dealing with granola bar and a bunch of other bullshit in space right now. But it looks like they're doing a whole nother little story here. I'm hoping maybe this movie's going to be a little bit more centered on Earth. Since they're dealing with the Red Ribbon Army, it seems like that's what it's going to be. Piccolo, I hope, will get a major spot. I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that maybe Pan is going out there to train with Piccolo. Pan, the daughter of Gohan, Piccolo's first student. Why wouldn't she, after training with Goku for many years, if they're still sticking with the end of Z, training with Goku, maybe she's decided to go learn from her father's master. That'd be sick as fuck, if you ask me. I think that Pan deserves some real character development. I'd like to know what she wants. I'm assuming she wants to be a martial artist like her grandpa before her. It doesn't seem like they want to push her towards the scholar route like Gohan. It would be kind of cool if she was kind of a little female Goku, like Kid Goku from OG Dragon Ball. Give her that mentality of like, I want to fight strong people. And she's super sweet, like a pure-hearted little girl who's just gifted with power, but she also works her ass off for it. And that's what Goku was. She's like adept at martial arts. She loves it, and maybe she wants to study under characters like Piccolo. And maybe down the line, what if she becomes like the last airbender of this Dragon Ball world, where instead of just focusing on learning the Kami school, or working under Goku, she's going to go out there and she's going to go on her own little quest where she's going to train with Piccolo. She's going to train with Master Roshi. She's going to train with Vegeta. She's going to train with everybody she can get her hands on. Tien. She's going to learn all the moves. She's going to learn all the skills. She wants to take everything that the best of the best that Earth has and blend it into her own style of fighting. That would be a sick quest for her to fulfill. It does seem like the trailer is teasing the fact that she might be going super-de-duper Saiyan, which is fine. I'm cool with that. Dragon Ball loves to introduce transformations. I'm hoping that they don't lean too hard. Maybe they shouldn't let her transform just yet and not pull a Goten and just let her earn it, or maybe at the very end, maybe the transformation happens. Maybe the whole movie is kind of about her quest to be like, I want to be a Super Saiyan before Goten became a Super Saiyan. Maybe Goten, I believe, was 7 when he became a Super Saiyan. Maybe she's 6 years old. Maybe she learned that Goten did it at 7 and she wants to beat that. Or something. Or maybe there are people telling her, hey, you don't have as much Saiyan blood in you as Goten and Trunks or Gohan. You are only in a quarter Saiyan, so you might not be able to go Super Saiyan. And they're telling her this, and she's like, but I want to do it. I want to be all sparkly gold-haired. I want to be powerful. Or maybe she learns that becoming a Super Saiyan doesn't necessarily make you strong. It's a power amplifier for sure. It's pretty. It looks cool. But it doesn't necessarily need to be the future of this franchise. They don't need to all have a million transformations to be a challenging opponent. She could find her own path like her father before her, who got the Mystic Ultimate Gohan form that has nothing to do with the Golden Locks. Pan can carve her own path into history. It doesn't have to be the same Pan from Dragon Ball GT. It doesn't have to be the same Pan from the end of Z. She can do her own thing. Yes, I did say it would be cool if she kind of mirrored Kid Goku, but at the same time, have her own way. I mean, it's time that Goku and Vegeta take a back seat here, and let's start by having Pan and Oob start this next generation of warriors that have to fight enemies that aren't necessarily universe busters or gods. I mean, come on. Let's calm down a bit. Let's deal with the Red Ribbon Army. And these enemies, these new androids, if that's what these are in this trailer, these bug-like people, these androids with the number 1 and number 2 on them, I believe, they need to be not as strong as a god. They need to not be as strong as a Super Saiyan Blue. I mean, where would these androids, if these are Red Ribbon Army androids, it's like, I can't imagine how they could make robots that strong. It'd have to be a lot of exposition to explain how the Red Ribbon Army was able to create robots this strong, especially if it took everything for them to make Cell, and many years for Cell to develop to become as strong as he was. And that's only about as strong as a Super Saiyan 2 at his maximum. And I don't even think he got that strong. But what I'm saying is the idea that the Red Ribbon Army can create God level, Super Saiyan God level. And at this point, Ultra Instinct level robots would be unbelievable to me. Like, let this enemy, this new android, let them fight Piccolo, let them fight Pan, let them fight the other characters that aren't Goku. But I also know that Broly has been said to be in this trailer secretly behind some dust. And I know he's coming into this movie. Broly is going to be in Dragon Ball Super Hero, supposedly training with Goku. So maybe we'll see more of Broly, which, I mean, is great and all, but it kind of contradicts the idea that I have of Pan and Oob becoming the future of this franchise. And we all move beyond the old generation. Yes, they can be involved, but let's let this new generation of kids develop. The idea of them ever becoming as strong as Goku and Vegeta right now seems insane because they're godlike at this point. I don't know what they're going to do with the story. They've pushed it so far. They've had multiple universe-busting problems to deal with, and now they need to go back to Earth problems. I'm fine with that, but they just need to do it correctly, and they just need to take a step back from all the big booms and explosions and transformations. That's my only tiff here. But if they decide to do the same bullshit, I'm fine with that as well. Because like I said, the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie was fantastic. Some of the shots in this Dragon Ball Super Hero movie look good. Most of them look like garbage. And they look like a motherfucking video game. And I'm a little disappointed. I'm not looking forward to this movie at this point. I am looking forward to maybe Piccolo getting some screen time. That's about it. I would have to say, don't go to the movie theaters and see this in theaters. If you want them to continue to make these movies in CGI, then yes, go to theaters, watch this movie in 2022, and they will be like, sweet. We do not have to pay all that money to artists to actually draw this movie. We can just do this on a computer. We can draw a couple still frames, and those will look okay, and people will pay to see it because it's Dragon Ball. No. I'm not saying I won't watch this movie when it comes out somehow for free online by digitally downloading it somehow, some way, somewhere. I might do that because Piccolo is in the trailer and I want to see what they're doing with his character because he deserves the effing spotlight. But that's about it. I really don't have a lot of excitement for this movie. The name of the movie is absolute garbage. Dragon Ball Super Hero. What were they thinking? Super. I mean, in a world we live in right now with My Hero Academia, with One Punch Man, there's a lot of superhero animes out there at this point. Dragon Ball has been about martial arts. The only superhero that should ever be involved in the Dragon Ball franchise is Great Saiyaman. And spoiler alert, I don't think there's a Great Saiyaman in this movie at all. I'd be surprised. Another cool little thing I did see in the trailer was you got to see Vegeta with his pink shirt on in the little still frame picture. So maybe that's going to mean something down the line. Maybe we'll see Vegeta back in that. Or maybe it was just a picture the Red Ribbon Army happened to snap back in the Dizay. I'm not sure. But like I said, I'm not excited for this movie. Don't pay good money to see this in theaters. Wait. Get it for free online. Find a way to watch it for free. Do not give them your money. Don't let them do this to the anime artists out there that deserve... it's frustrating. If they released this movie in manga form, I would rather read it in a hand-drawn book than have to watch this video game turned into a movie. But I'm Mr. Morfetto. What do you guys think of this new trailer? I know some of you are excited, and I know some of you want to see all the transformations and all the big explosions. I personally want to see some character development for characters who have deserved it for far too long. And I feel like I'm not going to get any of that. I am excited to see what Pan has to do. I am excited to see what Piccolo has to do. But other than that, I could give a shit about Broly's training with Goku. I could give a shit about this CGI fucking mess that is this movie. I don't know. It's sad. I hope that the next movie isn't going to be like this. I hope this is just a one-time thing they decided to do. Like, hey, we can probably put this together pretty cheaply. What do you think? And they're like, okay, but only this once. And I'm hoping that's what this is. This is like a cheap movie they put together because the story's very bland and chill, mostly about characters. I don't know. Maybe it's going to be written so well it won't matter about what it looks like, and it's just going to be a masterpiece on the page, and I'm going to love absolutely every second of it, and I will retract everything I've said. We won't know until 2022. I'm Mr. Morfetto. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this movie. What do you think the Red Ribbon Army is doing next? Do you really think they can create an android that can go head-to-head with Vegeta and Goku at this point? I don't. But I'll talk to you later.